Mine was a life of violence. Drug-related often. Prostitution, theft, countless other illegal activities not advertised. Though it's tough, you do make friends. I had such a friend. Andrew Locke, better known as Lockie. Drunk, and also other products. He was honest. Good company, which made him invaluable. I smoked, and I watched TV alone. Basically, I was a loner. I needed a project. One which could challenge all drugs. Everything everybody wanted. In some cases needed. I slept well that night. But how, I didn't know. I met up with Lockie at the bottom of the stairs. It was always where you could find out anything, or anyone. We found ourselves in the shed, on top of the house, one of the few places a person could smoke. A can of special brew fixed in his hand and a roll-up hanging from his mouth. Typical street person, a little interest. Few knew what a deep intellect he had. Most people would assume he was far from talking, a bad mistake. Unlike most hard drinkers, he was never drunk or sober. People make assumptions about true friends, or another maybe reminds. This was a deal that went bad because there never was a deal. Some dealers, they don't use their smarts at all. Don't get caught using the product, that's a no-no. It affects your profits, and it affects your judgment, which is crucial to making a profit, or the other. I posed a question to Lockie about how to take on a dealer. He just smiled and looked away. Sometimes it didn't make sense, and then he clarified his answer. Drug dealers have to trust just as much as we do, though they choose their friends carefully and not often. After all, anything can get you lifted. Customers are all long-term investment. Nobody likes to get grifted on a score. Rule 2, never buy what you can't afford. And rule 3, well, there is no rule 3. Get out before anybody clocks on. You can die. Speaking of dying, no one can ever know the truth. Lockie was as good as a saint. He misread conversations, but he put me on to a good intel. Like when the Jonas Brothers set me up. Not that that worried me. They were just part-time gangsters. Drugs sure are a high-risk option. You don't see many rich dealers, but a lot of coffins. Many people are scared by the concept of death. Drug dealers are not at all. It's part of the job. In some cases, it becomes more than work. It was revenge for a life based on lies. Most dealers base their lives on trust because no one has it. If you know one, keep him forever. Most dealers have 4, maybe 5 good friends that they trust. I don't know what to do, so I sought advice from Lockie. He explained that it's hard to do, to set up. I'm only making one mistake. I was aware that it was a sting operation. You need to make them think they are buying more than they are, but you're selling them basically jack shit. The crucial point is that the product has to taste like the product, but you're selling them something completely different. You get a bag load of icing sugar and 1 gram of cocaine divided with the icing sugar. That's called stepping on a product. And the buyer will be confused, thinking he's got a good deal. He's really buying a pound of sugar, but there's enough cocaine in it that they will be it. Therefore, it's a reasonable way of working a market. The buyer gets what they expected and we take the money. The thing is, to do this well, you've got to have a good cocaine supplier. And he has got to get it off the rock, otherwise it would have been stepped on before it's gotten to you. He can only trade down so much. The girl I had in mind was Thelma Walsh. She knew more about drugs than I did. She'd been a user of cocaine for many years, and her interpretations to me made sense, as they made money. Thelma was very, very crafty. She never bought drugs, only used them. We'd go to cocaine parties. She was well known in the fraternity of drug users. She could score anything for an 8 ball up to a kilo, which made her very useful to know. But she had a dark side. If you tried to trick her, she'd make your life hell. Nobody knows who she was, but within the drug fraternity, she was a legend. She could always score, which was very important. She was very attractive and used to play on my mind, as if I could slightly fall in love with her. I didn't want this to happen. She was a dealer like anyone else. And I should have known better.